Hey guys, it's Dave again, back here in Dave's Dimension, back again with another video. If this is your first time checking out our channel, it's just a nice little fun channel doing some reviews, TV shows, movies, and some unboxings, and just talking about some different fandoms, whether it's Doctor Who, Ghostbusters, Power Rangers, just about anything and everything. So, back again with another video. And please bear with me, guys. I'm just getting over, I had a little minor surgery. Well, I shouldn't say minor, but I had surgery. So if I'm a little twinged or a little bit off, I apologize. So what's the first thing we're going to do? Well, this video is going to be a Cobra Kai review. While I was recouping, I actually watched both seasons of Cobra Kai. Now, those that don't know, Cobra Kai is a long-awaited sequel follow-up to the Karate Kid series of movies. Those that don't know Karate Kid, those who don't know, Karate Kid was a coming-of-age story back in the 80s about a teenager who's forced to move to Reseda, California from Jersey, and him and his mom moved to an apartment complex. It's not very well, it's kind of run down, and the young boy is picked on by a bunch of the teenagers. These teenagers at his school pick on him. They're part of a elite karate school called Cobra Kai. They pick on him, and he's fallen on tough times. He's a good kid. He's trying to do good. He meets a beautiful girl. He wants to impress her, but her ex is the leader of the karate gang. Yeah, so he meets a maintenance man of the apartment complex, an older gentleman, and finds out that this older gentleman actually helped him. The older gentleman, Mr. Miyagi, actually drove off a couple of the bad guys, and Daniel, the young boy, wants to learn karate. Well, Mr. Miyagi's kind of apprehensive, but then eventually comes around and he trains him, almost becoming like a pseudo father to Daniel. And I mean, it's one of those stories where he teaches you not to fight, but to defend, standing up for those that can't stand up for themselves. Okay, long story short, our boy Daniel overcomes the bad guys, defeats them against all odds at a karate competition. Fast forward many years later, here we are, it's our present, and now the former bully is down on his luck, and the young man Daniel is now a very successful car dealership mogul in California. So I mean, things are very flip-flopped, and it's just, if you're a fan of Karate Kid, it's a very fantastic and well-written update. The bully, Johnny Lawrence, played by William Zabka, who, if you know, he's notorious for being in 80s movies, whether it's Just One of the Guys, Back to School, Rodney Dangerfield, of course, Karate Kid. I mean, he's, you know his face as soon as you see him, okay? Ralph Macchio was Daniel. It still is. He still looks the same, pretty much. And now he has his own family. And their paths magically, I shouldn't say magically, but they do cross. And their worlds are colliding as well. So that old rivalry is kind of still there. They are not the same people that they were. Okay? And at times, the way that this show is written, Johnny Lawrence, his character, you actually feel like he's not the bad guy, that sometimes Daniel's kind of the bully now. I mean, at least that's my takeaway from it. I mean, it's really well written, guys. It's really awesome. The way the writing is, the way they write the nostalgia, there's flashbacks in there. They don't overly do it. They honor all the actors who were part of the entire movie franchise. They haven't touched on the next Karate Kid, and I'm fine if they don't. That's just my opinion. It wasn't that well. It was like kind of like making orange juice from a fresh orange, you can only squeeze it too much, guys. Yeah. But Cobra Kai, I mean, it's, to me, it kind of feels more like, okay, Johnny Lawrence is trying to redeem himself. He's trying to get things together. His mindset, he's still stuck in the 80s a little bit. You know, he's still driving the same Trans Am that he had, the same Firebird he had, and still wearing the same type of clothes, you know, the old Headbanger, Metallica, Megadeth t-shirts, you know. And he's a bit of a caveman, which is also a nod to Back to School. It's really well written. You know, they do a lot of honoring of Pat Morita, who played Mr. Miyagi. They honor him a lot. I mean, they got the same filming locations. It was phenomenal. This series kind of like, it's almost like a, it's written definitely for younger people, but anyone who's a fan of Karate Kid is going to love the show. I mean, one thing that's pretty amazing is seeing both William Zabka and Ralph Macchio. They can still do all the moves that they did originally when they were teenagers. When they filmed the first Karate Kid, they can still do all the moves. You see Ralph Macchio doing his kata, and I mean, it's amazing. You know, William Zabka, he's doing all his martial arts. He does a lot of fighting in it. He's doing his own stunts. Now, those that don't know, this show is not a Netflix original. Not actually. It actually started on YouTube Red, which was YouTube's premium service that they were bringing original content, but you had to pay for it. Apparently, YouTube Red folded, or that aspect of it did. So now, Netflix, now, I found this out through some other videos, that actually, Cobra Kai was shopped around, and originally, Netflix was outbidded by YouTube, and now it's finally back at Netflix now. So right now they have it on Netflix, seasons 1 and 2, season 3 coming soon, guys. So it's not like, oh, this is one of those situations where, oh, you get 2 seasons and that's it. No, they are going to be pushing forward. In fact, as of this weekend, it's the #1 show being streamed on Netflix. Everyone's harping this as the show we need during 2020. I definitely think so. It makes you forget about some of the craziness that's going on in this world. The storylines are good. I mean, the fighting choreography. I mean, everything is so well balanced in this show. I mean, there's a little bit of humor, not much. I mean, very small bit of humor. It definitely plays more strong to the themes of the original movies. Rumor has it that season 3 may or may not have Elizabeth Shue, who was the girlfriend from the first movie. Also, it has been confirmed, or at least as far as I know, Chosen, who was the rival, the Okinawan rival of Daniel from Karate Kid Part 2, because in the second movie, in case you're not familiar with it, Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi finds out that his father, now mind you, he's already an old man, his father's still alive and he's going to die. So Mr. Miyagi prepares to go back to Okinawa, Japan, to visit his ailing father. Well, Daniel goes with him, and of course, by this point, Daniel and his girlfriend are broken up, and he's, you know, meets a lady love there, and yes, there's another rivalry, but more lessons, more of the Karate Kid essence is right there. So Chosen is going to be making an appearance. Now, we don't know if they're rivals or if they have an acceptance of one another. So we'll see what happens. Tell me, guys, have any of you watched Cobra Kai? And if you have, what was your takeaway from it? Do you feel that Daniel's still the innocent one? Or do you think that now he's the bully and Johnny is kind of the innocent, so to speak? I mean, there's a lot of points I don't want to give away. I don't want to spoil things for you guys. But, you know, Johnny Lawrence, he's not a perfect person. He knows he's not. But he's trying to redeem himself, okay? Daniel's kind of on his high horse, so to speak. But he still has his flaws. He still loses focus on certain things. But I mean, it's definitely worth a shot. I guarantee after the first 3 episodes, you're hooked, guys. You will be hooked. Okay. So other than that, I just kind of want to give you guys a spoiler-free review because there's a lot of surprises. The end of season 1, there is a big surprise right at the end. Season 2, a massive culmination. I mean, a massive kind of twist of things. And it makes you wonder, like, well, they started with this, they got to this, they went this far, now they've gone down this road. I mean, what can they possibly pull up next? And I can't wait to see. So, that's my quick little review of Cobra Kai. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me your opinions, your thoughts. If you want me to do a more in-depth review of season 1 or season 2 separately, I can do a separate video if you guys like. We have some more videos coming up this weekend. So until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting, and I'll catch you on the flip side.